Station. Enemy dropped into the AO.
Hey,
Loadout
no,
drop on
it's
the way.
ammo box in there.
Shit, the
Never
plane's
mind.
already moving.
What I
Enemy
need, what I
UAV
need,
active.
man.
Grab that armor.
What's that? Yeah. Yeah. Bro.
Hey, get an ammunition, bro.
You're losing ground. Move it.
You get 1200 right here.
Yeah.
Here you go, right there.
I'm alright.
You ain't got enough.
Yeah. You about to give me some bread.
Yeah, you can grab one.
You got it.
Hey, who don't got a selfie? It's a selfie up here, free selfie up here.
I mean,
Come on, go get
this
that
nigga
shit.
dropping in.
Hey, yo, what's a helicopter over here on bio, y'all boy? You in the picture?
Y'all good?
Y'all boy,
It's dancing downstairs. How the fuck they get behind me?
Hey, y'all boys go bio, yo.
Yeah,
Oh, yo,
bio.
that's what we're trying to push.
It's a helicopter.
Alright, I'm gonna go through the tunnel way.
Contract accepted. Locating a supply box. Secure
Niggas dropping
that
over there,
position.
too.
Friendly
Niggas
loadout
what?
drop on the way. Grenade out! Gas inbound.
Good shit. Good shit. Hey, we got enough. We can get a UAV. Here got my money right here.
Anyway,
Good kill. Oh, right here.
Another team.
I fuck with how y'all boy moving at the team, though. I fuck with that.
That good shit, you know how this is going.
Alright, come on. I go with.
That's exactly.
Come on.
Somebody up there.
So I got a couple bread and another fit some more. You can go to the docks with it, to the docks, see if it's a buy at the docks.
Request recon flyover.
Uh,
Getting flyover. Scrap the contract.
Yeah, it's about the docks.
Marking vendor.
Hey, niggas fighting over
Money
here.
right here. Right here, in the middle of the street, right here, in the middle of the street. Now he walk down on me. They got a loadout over there. I ain't even see the loadout.
Out of fuel.
A loadout in the middle of the street somewhere.
That nigga down. Yeah.
Shoot to your left corner. Shoot to your left corner.
Good shit. Hold on. There's one more. Hold on. I got you, gang.
On the enemy's tail.
Yeah, don't worry
Hey,
about
Green. Watch him right there.
Right now.
We're all here. Thank God.
Might have been right.
You can't get caught lacking in this bitch, man. I wish we pushing this way. Go inside the bottom of prison, bro.
Alright, bet. That's a bet.
But we trying to go to the top, though, like.
Niggas on the roof.
Do it.
Damn, I thought I was okay.
That's why they don't talk.
Fuck this.
Yeah, they on the roof.
But they on the roof. There's one nigga on the roof. I tried to get him. It didn't
Enemy
work out for
dropping
him.
into the AO. Fire station costs are inducted. Enemy team is tracking your position. Grenade out!
They on there. They on there.
Check your fire!
Right here, y'all. Right here. Right here.
Enemy really moving here. Make contact. Thermite out. Set to mine. Enemy UAV. Watch your six. Resurgence will be gone soon. Bounty target is down. Marvelous. Hostiles
You do
dropping
that
into
thing
the
too.
area.
It's a bounty.
Sales done.
Oh, no. I know it won't be.
Oh, this nigga blocked me. Somebody come down here.
Bet.
Gas is moving.
Yeah, let's get to the roof though.
Cortavius sent me an invite one.
Yeah, he sent me one too.
That nigga up 4 in the morning on the can. That nigga time.
Set to mine.
Right behind me.
Nigga always.
Grenade out!
Got a good position though. And kill somebody outside sniping. I heard. Like that. You play with it. Oh yeah.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Set to mine. This is the end game. Resurgence has been turned off.
He went back in.
Gas is moving
Oh, that
in.
dude did
Yeah,
that.
man.
Highlighted.
You in the control, man. Y'all come to control.
Man, I have no clue. Now that bitch wanna come on.
Taking fire!
Shit, gay as hell, guys. Bro.
Walk down on my mom. Oh.
I down. Nah, her too. I'm going crazy, man.
He was a nigga that.
I killed one up top.
He was a nigga. Nah, he was. When I killed him, he was like right there. Nah.
Get that lethal grenade.
The nigga that I killed off the roof, he on been gone.
Fuck.
Only 5 remain. Finish this
Damn.
once and for all.
I was trying to switch to my other gun and do too fucking much. How many kills I had? 6. Good shit, man. Good shit.
Taking fire! Contact! Taking fire!
Pussy ass nigga. You's a bitch, boy.
I ain't getting brought back like a dude.
My fucking gun's gone. Oh no, they're not.
Ah, fuck.
Good shit, Charles. Hell yeah, good shit, boy.
The Cowboys lit.
Get that gas stick. I ain't had no gas. honestly, bro, I didn't even know what I was doing. When I came back down there in that smoke, I didn't know what I was doing. I was
Sitting there in the gas.
I was hoping he was gone, bro. Once I once I got in close enough to realize that it was the gas pump right there, I'm like, oh shit.
That other one, bro.
Hell.
Got another one.
Fuck on. Fuck, if I would have beat those two people.
Downstairs. You about to stay like,
North Montana.
yo.
Good GG's, brother.
Good game. Y'all couldn't even hear me talking. I was going crazy for Kobe. That's the crazy thing, though, man. Like, like that whole time, like I was, because I changed the settings because the audio wasn't working for that. You could hear me at first, and then you couldn't hear them, and then I did something in the OBS, and then you could hear me, but you couldn't hear them. I don't know what happened, but I had to change the settings back. So I'm talking to them, but they didn't even hear me that whole game.
They hear you?
They heard me like half of the game, but when I went to change the settings, I think I had like 4 kills by that point, but when I did that, they didn't hear what I was saying.
Damn.
Still got the dub though, man. That's how you do it, Dubbertons. Yeah. Hell, you can't even see the chat, man. That was pretty nice.
Crispy on all 3.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not seeing any like deviation. Nothing's really changing, which is nice. That's crazy. I'm streaming on all 3 of them. So I mean, I have no complaints. The only one I'm missing is the TikTok, man. The TikTokerton.
Practice while you can.
The TikTokerton, man. You missing it. You better get right. You better get that live. That'll prove.
Well, what do you have to have, like 1,000 subs on there or something?
1,000 followers.
You gotta keep putting up numbers, man. Oh, gotta keep doing this. Headshot. Shooting people in heads. As he used to say on U.S. Navy SEALs, murking brains. Gotta murk some brains, man. Damn. But what do you think on the right side?
Crispy.
The video, or like the picture?
Crispy. It don't matter where you put it at. It just really depends on what you're trying to let the viewer see. So like, for example, for like 2K, probably went to the left side because the scoreboard was right.
Yeah. I'm gonna sweat it though.
Resurgence.
Time to go to bed.
Alright, where we going? Bio? Y'all want?
Closing on your position. Suggest you start running. Fallen allies will redeploy as long as you remain alive. Earn points to drag them back to the action faster. Targets are up.
I ain't got a buy station.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Assault rifle here.
We got a buy station. Where's everybody at? We got enough money. I'm putting up top.
Alright. I can't hear your chat anyway.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you, but I can hear your chat. Landed like I cannot hear the chat. I hear no game sound. Oh wait.
Oh, you hear it.
That's me. That's me. Alright, I'm going to bed.
Alright, peace.
Squad member is redeploying.
How did this mother...
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. You're losing ground. Move it. Enemy UAV active.
Fuck. I need moving plane.
You've got a second chance. Make it count. Grenade out! Enemy dropping into the AO. Gas is moving in. You safe zone. I'm taking fire.
God damn it.
I'm taking fire. Under fire. We're engaged.
I'm going back to my load. I don't give a damn.
Only 25 remain. Got another chance to make a difference. Reinforcements are on the way. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Thanks for that.
Squad member is redeploying.
Are you? I ran out of fucking ammunition. Good shit. He sniped me anyway. Right. There's been a second kill. Watch out, Russ. We show that's a sniper up there.
again. Reinforcements are on the way. Enemy UAV active. We've spotted an enemy radar jammer in your area. Gas is moving in. New safe zone highlighted. Fire sale is buy station costs adjusted. Squad member is redeploying. I'm taking fire! Separating mine.
Restful, they're just sitting over there in that corner by yeah, I'm gonna shit if I can get a citizen. Oh damn. Never mind, you killed him already. The fuck?
Do better this time. Gas is right on your tail.
Dude's on the bottom. I saw Buddy drop down there somewhere.
Hunt them down.
2 of them. Oh well, yeah, he's sniping over there, but they gotta move anyway.
No longer available. Make your actions count. You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Setting a mine.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Grenade out!
Oh yeah. I was waiting on you. Like a ninja.
Gas is moving. Cover your tracks. There's an enemy team hunting for you.
There, I've got movement. Working fire. Enemy!
Fuck. When it flies bang, he's downstairs.
Flash out! Made it to the top 10. Less than 10 still standing.
Well, I think we're just gonna wrap that up here. Basically came in just to try to test out this thing I'm streaming, and I wanted to see what the settings were. It's like trial and error. Got a dub the first game, which is nice. 8 kills for Kobe. But we're gonna check out now. So guys, enjoy the content. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next stream, which will probably be at some point tomorrow. Some Call of Duty stuff. I'm gonna start posting some more stuff. It's time to start working on settings. I think I may do that now. I'm kind of not feeling tired. Try to do the tutorial for settings on PC, on kind of getting the most out of your PC with the settings, optimizing them for whatever your setup is. And I'll catch you guys later. Shirtless DJ. Peace. Peace out. Until tomorrow, guys. Later. What's going on, guys? It's the DJ coming at you with another video. Today's video is gonna be a video that's outside what I usually do as far as gaming. Call of Duty is a game that I've started playing on PC as of late. I've been playing on there for about a month or so, and I kind of like the way it's set up. So now I'm gonna talk to you guys through how you should set your settings up and the best settings that I've seen for myself, and then maybe it'll help you guys out a little bit. I guess the first thing to do is just to go down to options, and when you look at your options, the keyboard and mouse settings, that's like a preference thing. Me, I play with controller. A lot of the times I'm playing with a PS5 controller now. I was playing with an Xbox, I think 360 controller that was corded. I feel better playing with the PS4 or PS5 controller. I would be playing with PS4 controller, but I think it kind of had issues with connectivity, but that's another video that we'll probably get into it, talking about those issues. But PS5 controller is what I play with. I know some people who play with keyboard and mouse. I'm not one of those guys, but like when I come in here, I just go and then I kind of look at the settings in terms of like your graphics and stuff. We're not really concerned about whatever control setting you're playing with. So for me, I play with a borderless screen. And then obviously this is my kind of my graphics card, and then my monitor that I'm playing on, refresh rate 16 frames per second. I'm playing at 1080. These are 4K monitors, but I just play at 1080p because I'm not really trying to disrupt anything. I don't want to mess around with the settings too much. Brightness on 50, kind of 2.2 on RGB. And then for the most part, it's more about kind of the quality of your stream. So when you look at your stream quality, mine is set to normal. You can have it set to lower or normal. Like for me, I'm like I guess I would say that's probably about 65-70% or bar full to be into the max. So it doesn't really hurt me that much. I could turn my texture resolution up more so I could see things, but I mean, it's a preference thing, and it's also a quality thing in terms of how strong your card and computer is. So I just play with it on low because I can see what I need to see. And same thing for the texture. What is it? Tropic. It doesn't really change the I guess the VRAM usage that much, so I just have it on high. Particle quality, same thing, doesn't change it that much, so I have it on high. You can have it on low if you want. Bullet impacts doesn't change it that much, so I have it on high. I turn off the tessellation, which is the amount of geometry that you see and subdividings and like just kind of basically overall quality and textures that you see and the graphics that you see in your surroundings. Like if you see like a pile of rubble and all that stuff, I disabled it. I mean, it's personal preference. Like the gore effect, I think that's like if someone's leg gets blown off or something, doesn't really affect the graphics or VRAM as much, so it's not really something that I'm too worried about. I keep it on, and then on-demand texture streaming, I disable that. What is the filmic strength? I turn it up to 1. I kind of like that look, film grain. I don't really mess around with that too much. I don't like when things start looking grainy, so I turn it off. The anti-aliasing off. Depth of field, I turn it off because a lot of times that can, and I think I've talked to a couple people, and I know that was kind of the case for me too. Like if I played it, you have that on, and then it's the same thing with the motion blur. It'll start making you feel a little sick if that's something that affects you, and you'll start to notice like, oh, I'm feeling kind of sick and drowsy here. And that's kind of what it was for me, so I stopped using it as much. I call it the Duke Nukem effect, because I remember when I played Duke Nukem as a kid, it was something that would kind of bother me a little bit. Weapon motion blur, same thing. Like when you turn around really fast, motion blur, I don't need that. I don't need anything kind of stopping me from concentrating on taking out the enemy in front of me. So I turn that off. Shadow with map resolution, I have it on normal, and I don't think it really affects much. What is the cast spot shadows? I have it enabled. It's like just, I guess, a rendering speed for future frames. I mean, I don't think it affects it a little bit, but I just kept it on. Particle, I don't need it high. I turn it to low. Direct ray tracing, I don't have that access. I think it's like a card thing, and then I don't have that, so it's disabled. With ambient occlusion, I have it disabled, which is basically like adding soft shadows and intersecting and it creates depth. So I don't feel like I need that as much. And then also, what is the screen space reflection? I have that disabled as well. And no, is there anything we did there? And as far as audio, I have it on midnight mode, which I guess that kind of changes depending on what you do. But I turn my master audio to 75. Like at 100, it was like way too loud. So there it is. And mainly because of the streaming situation, I don't turn on music on most games, because I started noticing that, if you do that, then it's a no. You get flagged for copyright infringement, and we don't want that. So that's one of those things we kind of always turn off. Anybody who plays 2K in games like that know what I'm talking about. It's one of those things you want to avoid at all costs. Dialogue volume, I have it at 55. I want to be able to hear. It's kind of like that medium where you could hear the opposition coming at you, footsteps, people shooting at you, like the direction that it's coming from, and then actually being able to hear your teammates as they're talking to you in that situation. So that's one of the things that I kind of keep on. Effects volume, I have it at 97. Cinematic volume at 55. Juggernaut music is enabled. Even though, I mean, a lot of time I don't think juggernauts don't come out of the sky that often. I may turn it off, but I mean, it's not something that happens consistently enough for me to worry about it too much. My speaker and headphone volume is set on default, which is kind of hooked up and connected to my microphone, which we'll kind of get into in a second. Voice chat is enabled. I basically have everything going through my Elgato microphone, like as far as being able to communicate with my teammates. Set up to the default voice, which is hooked up to the, I guess the wavelength, and we just do that. We don't do push to talk. It's open mic situations. You just make sure you optimize the settings so you can't hear a lot of ambient background noise. The one thing that I noticed when I started to stream and do things, I would set up my settings so they were running properly on my I guess my wavelength, and then when I would come and play the game, the settings would be different. So I would have it set up so the streamers can hear what I was saying, but you could hear a lot of ambient background noise when I would play the game with people. It's the audio, for some reason the audio was differently, it was coming through differently than it was on the two different softwares. So that's one thing you have to look out for. So this is something that you'll have to kind of check and then go through to make sure that the settings are set up correctly. That way you're not blowing your friends' eardrums out with loud noises. Microphone volume is at 100. I don't have any live effects. I think that's more so for changing your voice, kind of getting that robotic voice and stuff like that. Not really something that I ever used. Board tracks as a passenger. This is. I mean, I'm never really in vehicles that much anyway, so I don't really know much about that. As I told you guys before, I use a controller. So as far as my settings on controller, I have things set up dead zone input 20 20 99. Horizontal and vertical sensitivity was the most important thing. 9 and 8 is just something that's comfortable to me, so that's what I go with. And then 0.91 aim assist standard. So what is it? Skill aim assist FOV. I have it that's enabled, disabled for the mount share endpoint, and then the weapon mount movement exit. One thing I need to change on here is, I was looking down, you have the aim down, sight behavior, steady aim behavior, and equipment behavior. All of those are on hold, where you hold them and then it kind of holds it. Use and reload behavior, tap to reload. So, and then depleted armor or depleted ammo weapon switch enabled. So like if your gun runs out of ammunition, it'll switch the gun and switch to your secondary weapon, which I just have that enabled. But the one thing I was looking at was this, because a couple times I played my armor plate behavior, I want to switch it so it's on apply one instead of apply all, because typically I'll just hold triangle and then it'll kind of go through, and if I tap it, it'll go through and it'll put on all the armor plates. So if I need to put on 3, it'll put on 3, and it'll put on 3 no matter who's in front of me. So I've gotten killed a couple times just doing that. So I'm going to put it on apply 1 and then see how that feels, and then kind of go from there. Fly behavior is on hold, like for hold and circle to do it. Tactical sprint, double tap, button, auto movement forward disabled. Automatic sprint, I have that automatic sprint on. And with a vehicle recenter enable, and parachute auto deploy is enabled. I think that's pretty much it. Like as far as talking about like interface, all this is the subtitles, like round or square maps, depending on what your preference is. I usually use a circle. I thought about switching to a square just to see what it's like. I may do that now. And mini map rotation is enabled. You know, it's really just a lot of these things are just preference and what you think will help you out the most in the game. But man, that's pretty much it. A lot of times is if you don't have like the most stocked out system, then you just use what you have and go from there. So it's pretty much all there is, man. It's just figuring out what you need and then trying to use it, because this computer that I have is not the highest end computer, but it does the job and I'm able to do what I need to do with it, which is why I'm happy with it. And when it gets to the point to where it's time to upgrade, I'll upgrade and then it'll be a good secondary. So I think I'm going to wrap this video up now, guys. So if you appreciate the content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Happy gaming. Happy streaming. Good night. Peace. I'm thinking, yeah, he has that and he's redirecting it to there.